say anything. Let's see if anybody's here. Hello? I don't think anybody on the internet? Hello?
Beep once if you can. Okay. Nothing, guys. I think we're safe. There's no one out there.
Okay. No one's out there. Good. We can talk about whatever we want. Screw the agenda! Ah!
Oh! Down.
Alright, well, welcome everybody to Critgamers. Yes, we're so glad you could make it. Yay! It's Thursday already, and tomorrow's Friday, and then Critgamer goes to Dallas for a little man trip.
It's exciting.
I'm excited.
Micro Center.
Micro Center. We're like a bunch of jocks ready for a football game, but quieter.
Isn't that what it is for us?
It is.
So it's okay then.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna roll the intro if that's okay with everybody.
You go.
Yeah. So hopefully by next time, we'll have some video animations here. How long did it take for me to interject our intro?
5-6 seconds.
Not very long.
Yeah. Oh, good.
That's okay. It's okay. All right. Well, we have some fun topics for this evening. We're going to be talking about some storage, some SSDs, and some helium drives. Helium.
Oh.
And then the new Raspberry Pi Zero just came out, which I hope and pray that they're in stock when we go Saturday. I will be pretty sad if they're not. Also, we're going to talk about the new Nvidia Shield K1 tablet update. Rocket League has got some new DLC, as well as coming to the Xbox One, which I know all you little non-Sony and PC Master Race people, you little Xbox One people, are very excited about that. So, yay, all your little Microsoft stuff. And then also, speaking of Sony, we're going to be talking about how they have unlocked one of the cores on the PS4, letting that a little bit more power leak through to the developers so they can create some good content and games. And yeah, we're going to be talking about some internet service providers. When do we ever not leave them out? Because they're horrible.
Talk about that every time.
It's like, what's a topic that we can always talk about? Internet service providers being crappy. Perfect. We have our whole stream lined out for us.
There you go.
So yeah, to the news. So, boys, what do y'all think about these SSD prices plummeting, as the title card says? I'm going to read directly from the website.
Okay, well, just compared to where they were a year or two ago.
Please, Kirk, pull out your graph. Show everybody your graph.
Graph?
I'm joking.
I mean, the line goes this way.
Yes.
Back that way.
Yes.
Going down. From
It
the
would,
seat to
it would be a
bottom corner.
bad investment right now if you chose to invest in them.
Yeah,
So,
don't buy SSD stock unless you're planning on flooding the country that makes them. Then you should.
Always a good idea.
Oh, that was a hard drive joke.
It was. Lots of people died, Kilby. That's not funny.
You darn well know that I wasn't talking about the people. Gosh dang it, you're awful.
I have to be. But yeah, I'm really excited. What I've been telling everybody, including y'all, is I'm waiting for the 1 terabyte to come up for around $150 to $200, which we've already seen it already happen. SanDisk came out with that 960 gig SSD for $200. Is on Amazon, gone now, way gone. But that's as close as it's gotten, and I believe by Q2 2016 it'll be pretty feasible to have that. I'm really excited.
Yeah, if it goes down to that price, a 1 terabyte, I can buy it.
Yeah.
I would enjoy that.
Well, I still have yet to get mine. So, well, we remember that deal that we posted last week during Black Friday and Cyber Monday?
Yeah, it was a 1 terabyte for 169.
Well, I've been on the phone with UPS and Newegg, and they're gonna get back to me in 8 days. So
8 whole days.
That's gonna be exciting.
That's 8
They lost
business
it.
days,
That's
buddy.
They
Which
lost
is like
it.
1,000
They
days.
lost my SSD, so they said it was delivered, but I have yet to see it physically. So we will see what happens.
I mean, all the Cyber Monday deals went out, and I'm sure you're not the only one that lost your package.
Yeah, probably delivered to some old lady or some old man.
Or probably the mailman's house. That's probably where they delivered it to.
I'm so glad I got this
The mailman's
SSD
I could use this.
This is my new coaster.
for my e-machines that never goes bad. So,
But yeah, so I mean, they're just saying like kind of over time, it went from being about $1.99 a gigabyte in 2012 and gone down to 39 cents a gig. So I mean, we're going down, man. Yell timber. So
I mean, there's going to be like plateau that it kind of slows down to, because they're just not going to keep going down though.
well,
I mean, where would you think it would stop? Hard drives right now, you can get a 3 terabyte hard drive for what, $69?
yeah.
Where would an SSD stop? I mean, it's not going to go down to a terabyte for.
Well, just the
$100,
technology
I think.
that they're able to throw on them. So I think terabyte is kind of the ceiling for consumer SSDs right now. I mean, if you go look at the price of a 2 terabyte SSD, it's pretty out the roof. Like,
It's still like what, $499, $399?
no, it's more expensive than that.
Is it? Oh,
I'm
for what,
pretty
a terabyte SSD?
a 2
2
terabyte SSD.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying that I'm pretty sure that terabyte's going to be the standard. Kind of, it will cap out there. So they'll still do 120, 256 gig, 480, 960, and 1 terabyte, which is pretty much 960 gigs anyways, usable space. But they don't advertise that, so. But yeah, so y'all be on the lookout.
The 960 gigabyte SSD that I purchased is now $277 on Amazon.
Yeah. That's a lot.
So, yeah, I mean, compared to $199, it's an $80 increase. So.
Yeah. So y'all be on the lookout if you got y'all's gaming rigs that are needing a refresh, or you've got like a 60 or 120 gig SSD. This is the route y'all should be looking for, is to be upgrading. That should be your next upgrade path. So definitely put that on your gamer wish list for 2016. And with that, we're going to talk about some more storage, but this one's a little bit of a different caliber. So HGST, this is a, you know, they actually got bought out by Western Digital, isn't that right?
I think so, or was it Seagate? I can't remember, but HGST is just the Hitachi division, rebranded, and so yeah, you're right. So
Yeah.
Western Digital.
So with confidence that Western Digital is getting this company, and this company was already good by themselves. I mean, I have a 1 terabyte, 2.5 inch laptop drive that is still rocking and rolling and hasn't stopped yet. So good company name, at least for me. If I had any problems, but they have
the Western Digital. I mean, we don't even have any articles on this. Is really diversifying their portfolio here. They just purchased SanDisk.
Oh, that's
So,
right. Because see, I thought this was their big purchase. It wasn't. SanDisk was their big purchase.
Yeah. So they're not getting out of relevance here in the market. They're really trying to really keep it going.
Yeah, but 10 terabyte hard drive. It's filled with helium. It's filled with helium. Say that 10 times fast. It's filled with helium, which is really neat because that, you know, less friction on the drives because of the helium that's stored inside allows it.
Helium is less weight, so air.
Anybody seen a balloon? Case closed. That's what makes your hard drive spin better.
Makes you
Balloons.
talk louder.
Balloons make them spin better.
Balloons don't make you talk louder. They make you higher pitched.
Helium makes you talk louder. The balloons go up, helium is inside.
It's like, I just suck it up aloud! Because it makes me talk louder!
You buy a lot of helium hard drives and you have helium.
I made
What else
the
makes you talk louder.
Yeah, I made the comment that when you buy a bunch of these, they should have a bunch of these hard drives in an array, and the case will actually be lighter because they're all filled with helium. So,
Well, it's,
But this is cool. I like that the technology is diversifying. Like they're doing new things to the hard drives to keep them going. And 10 terabytes is a lot of storage. Now, with a what is it, a $800 price tag on this puppy for one of these? It's a little steep for consumers, but I mean, this is super cool. I'm excited about this technology. What do y'all think?
it's
I
exciting, but you got to think like the regular consumer does not need helium-filled hard drive when all they do is surf the internet for a few hours and then they're done. The regular, not talking about
All
us
right.
gamers
Well, this
here,
will
but
be for the enterprise enthusiast market, which includes everybody that we're talking to, hopefully. So they might like it.
like the
Yeah.
big names, the big businesses here in East Texas.
So, interesting new
Well,
technologies.
I think it'll be good. I I don't know if it's necessarily an enterprise grade drive, but it'll be great for commercial applications and data centers once they finalize all that. But like we said earlier, SSD prices are going down, and the rate of compacting of storage in these drives is going up. So we'll be able to get 4, 8, 10, 12, 16 terabyte SSDs that I know that they want to stay in that 2.5 form factor, but if you were to put it in a 3.5 form factor, you could drastically outpace your storage availability on like a just a traditional drive. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see in the next couple of years.
Yeah, that's definitely something to look out for. So, I know everybody likes dessert. I mean, just look at me. I love dessert. And one dessert that we're really excited about is the Raspberry Pi. Now, these guys are really thinking outside the box, and I really like where they're going with everything. And the Raspberry Pi Zero got announced over the holiday, which is a $5 computer. What? $5. Would you like a number 11 for 682 with a medium fry and a Dr. Pepper, or a computer?
There you go.
Like, people
Enough
in the
said.
80s would have flipped their wig when you told them that a McDonald's burger was more expensive than a computer. They'd be like, you're nuts. And it's half the size of a credit card. Like,
Yep.
this is
It
just
sure is.
amazing. I love
You can carry your computer in your wallet.
and the awesome projects that come out of these things are absolutely amazing. The Raspberry Pi community is super awesome. And we just wanted to let everybody know out there, if y'all are a tinkerer, or even for $5, like, just get one. There's no reason why you shouldn't have this on your desk. Even if you just had it as a showpiece. Like, it's a cool piece of tech, and it works really well for what it does. I mean, you've got a 1 gigahertz ARM processor, 512 megabytes of RAM. It's got a micro SD card slot for its storage, mini HDMI, and it output 1080p 60 frame per second video, which is like, what? That made me shake my head. I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy for something as small
when
it
did the
is.
1 gigahertz processor limit hit? Was that like late 80s?
Oh gosh, yeah. It's just crazy. So technology is moving at an extremely fast pace, and this is just one little cool thing. Now, I know that when they were doing the concepts for the next Raspberry Pi after Raspberry Pi 2, they actually went and talked to what's his name? Schmidt over at Google to get ideas.
Yeah, Eric Schmidt.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and he's like, they were trying to make a beefier Pi, like a $60 Pi, which I'm all for that, but Eric's like, nah, man, you've already done that. You need to do something different. And so this is what they came up with. It makes me excited that these makers and these producers can go to big companies and just throw their ideas out and say, what do you think? And then they give them feedback that caused them to do this. It's really sweet. So
Yep.
I give kind of my little thumbs up of approval for Google for pushing them to do
Well,
it this
sorry
way.
to burst everybody's bubble, but they are out of stock
Mm.
at the location.
I just
So,
noticed they were only selling one per person.
Yeah.
yeah, but just come back in a couple of minutes after you leave the store. Different
I'm
card.
assuming that somebody's got one hanging around. We can at least look at it. Here's $5. I'll say, here's $10. Just take it.
Yeah, that's 100%
The
right there.
enclosure is more than the computer.
Right.
So the enclosure is $11.
But I mean, everybody's got a phone charger. I mean, you're probably gonna pay $5 for mini HDMI to regular HDMI, and then an OTG cable's like $3 on Amazon. So I mean, you could have an up and running computer for less than $15. That's pretty great.
You can have a USB adapter to connect this to your TV, and have a computer running off your TV.
Yep.
So this is a cool Tinker toy, pretty much. I mean, it's to learn how to program, and it's got Python and Scratch and all the little Linux programming methodologies on there, which is good. And I mean, my wife got me a Pi for Christmas 2 years ago, and I put RetroPie on it, emulated games. I was able to run Raspbian. It's a cool little device to play with. It's definitely something. I mean, there's even one that we've seen lately where somebody's put a Raspberry Pi with a portable battery and a wireless adapter, and was able to make like a anonymous file sharing access point, which is really sweet. So I think where the technology is going, it's really awesome. And everybody should have one. But yeah,
Should. I don't see any reason not to just have one, mess with it, just get the feel of where they're going and what they're doing.
yeah. All right, well, go get a Pi. No reason why you should go get a Pi.
Tell you what.
Even just the first model, I know it's only $25 for the B plus, but that's a good model to have. Like, it's all of them are worth the money, all of them, even the $35 one. So this is kind of a personal topic for me, whether the other two guys want to weigh in on it or not. But I'm a big Nvidia fanboy, and I really like what direction Nvidia is going with their product line, not the GPUs, but like their Shield Portable and their Shield Tablet and the Shield TV. And I actually just got my Shield TV ordered. It should be here tomorrow, so we'll definitely be talking about that and how it performs. But they updated the Shield Tablet K1 and they're selling it for $200. Android tablet. I mean, it's a 2 gig of RAM, but that K1 processor is really speedy. They had the battery issue where people who first adopted the first Shield tablet, they actually had a pretty nasty recall on them, and you know, even after that, I like that they've come down the price, because I remember when like a full spec'd out Shield tablet was like $500, like that. It was just insane. So this is a good price and a good deal for what it is. It's a 1920 by 1200 screen. It's an 8-inch tablet, 16 gigs, and then you know, you'll be able to stream your games from your gaming PC onto it. So it's a neat little piece of hardware.
2.2 gigahertz quad core CPU.
Yeah, no, that K1 processor is beast. So I know it only has 2 gigs of RAM, which kind of 3 and 4 are becoming the standard. But this little tablet packs a punch, and it does a lot more than just like you can't go buy an iPad and get all the features that this thing has. You know?
No, and with it being an Android tablet, not so much a like a Windows or Windows based. You know, it's not a resource hog when it comes to
right
CPU and memory.
So if you're looking for a tablet, which I know the market's kind of niche, looking for that because everybody kind of has their phone or their computer, and personally for me, I have a Microsoft Surface, so kind of a tablet. I really don't need one, but this is cool. Like for people who want to use this as one of their main machines, you can also get HDMI out and hook it up to your TV. So then you can stream games from your gaming PC to your living room with this. This is a good all-around device. One thing I like to think about is if I was on a trip, you could hook this up to your hotel TV, play some games, Android games, at a good rate and speed because of that K1 processor. So, I mean, this is a cool device. I think people should just know about it. Nvidia, send me one. Please.
Well, you just bought it, so
send me one.
Yeah. Yeah, please. And so I'm ready for the TV. TV's cool. So if y'all don't have a dedicated TV device, this is something to look at. So,
Was it Andrew that has the controller?
No, Andrew has the Steam Link with the Steam controller.
The Steam Link. Okay.
Right.
Which
Yeah.
he likes. He says
He
it
does.
works really well.
He is always bragging about it every time. He's going on the 80-hour battery life here for a single charge.
That's nice.
No complaints from him.
All right, so our next topic of conversation, Rocket League. Yay!
Oh, how much I love this game.
So we have our Rocket League expert on the chat with us this evening. Kirk,
Gotcha. Hello.
goalie who doesn't leave any holies in the
That's
net.
right.
He's a beast.
Block them all.
Y'all get on our Discord and come introduce yourselves. You know, we try to play some games with each other, and I know we've got one of our members out there, you know who you are, who only has Rocket League installed. So, I mean, we like Rocket League, obviously. One of our guys is like, screw other games, I'm only going to play Rocket League.
That's right. He is hardcore.
You come to our channel in our community, someone's going to be there to play Rocket League with you 24 hours a day.
That's right. They can go to the Critgamer website and join the chat instantly.
Oh my gosh.
So y'all do that. But some new DLC came out. So what's going on with that?
Chaos Run. They have a new level. It's slightly tweaked from the regular soccer field that they have. Soccer field. What would it be called? I don't know what you call it, but
It's a soccer field.
Driving field.
basically it's a soccer field. So, but it's got warped walls instead of just your straight up angle. So that has definitely made some interesting plays happen. 2 new cars, the Grog, and another Supra looking vehicle. I forget what it's called, but the Grog. That is a definite want from me.
So which one's the Grog? Is it like the
it's
the
truck
dominant?
kind of one.
Oh, it's the truck.
It looks like a missile kind of thing.
Oh, nice. We're showing a video right now for everyone who's watching. This is just on the page, kind of showing off the new field and the new cars. Because I think the Ripper kind of looks like a modified Dominator.
Yeah.
If you've played.
That's what it is. So, but they have a lot of new paint jobs, 2 new color schemes. They really didn't talk about much, but the flags and the helmets that you can have are really like portal based stuff. They've got the cake hat, the portal gun hat. They've got
Oh, and that's the free DLC that came out. So that's okay, cool.
You can update.
So
it came along with Chaos Run, but
just update your game. If you don't want to buy Chaos Run, there's a lot of other cool things that they added to the game.
Hmm?
You have to play to unlock. You can't just have them. I don't have any of
You got to
that.
play a few games. It'll happen.
Unless you buy
They're
it,
good though.
then you can
They're
have
exciting. They are out there.
I just like playing the game for about 30 minutes and getting that one good hit.
Yeah.
And
You feel
then
good about yourself.
Then you're done, and then you move on to something else.
Yeah.
There are definite moments where it's the last second or two and someone scores the goal just to win. It's amazing. I enjoy that game thoroughly. I play a lot, just in case anybody wants to join up.
Yeah, so big Rocket League fans we are. And also, if you've got an Xbox One, it's going to be coming
This is
soon.
good news. This is good news.
It's pretty cool that it's finally coming to Xbox One. And one thing that I could see happening is, Windows has the game streaming function where you could be like on a computer and stream your Xbox One content over to PC. It would be cool for people who have like lower end computers to be able to stream from their Xbox to their computer and play this. So that'll be neat. But yeah, man, Xbox One's been needing this title. They really have.
They have, and PS4 were the lucky ones that got it for free when it came out originally, and they've been on the Microsoft has kind of been behind on porting this over to or Rocket League, I guess, has been behind porting it over to Xbox. So this is a good thing because this will really get them out there. And there's already multi-platform, cross-platform play. PC can play with PlayStation 4 players.
Yeah.
So just joining in with the Microsoft, the Xbox League will be great to see what happens.
And then we'll have PS4 versus Microsoft, maybe. Wouldn't that be
Oh.
interesting?
That would be cool.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but that would be neat if they actually
Well,
got
they've
that
got it
working.
figured out for PC and PlayStation 4, so
Yeah.
PC and Sony.
Now I bet the PC people can play with everybody, but then like, only.
We are the master race after all.
PC Master Race. What can I say?
So yeah, if you don't have Rocket League, it's a great game. It's worth all the $20. When we first heard about it at QuakeCon, all three of us were like, I don't know. I don't know.
No question. No question. We saw.
Just
how
take
many
our
screens-
word.
Did you see how many screens there were?
QuakeCon turned into RocketCon.
It was
did.
it was RocketCon, and then what was the other game? There was one more game that was being played. It was Rocket League and another one.
It was like a Mario type game. It was a 2D. What was it?
Oh, Brawlhalla.
Yes,
that's it.
Brawlhalla. The competitor.
So you were playing Rocket League, or you playing
Smash
Brawlhalla?
Brothers.
Oh, and Here's of the Storm. That was a big one. Here's of the Storm.
Yeah, Hot Toys.
But
And
yeah.
then the Cough Master Flex 4000 next to me.
Hi, buddy. Come watch our stream, but you can't
Oh,
talk to us because you
gosh.
cough.
Oh.
So brief story time. We were at
Long
QuakeCon.
story short, there was a coughing individual next to me that coughed the entire time.
3 days straight.
3 days straight.
He should have been in the hospital. Like,
Or at least I should have bought him some cough drops. I really should have.
We
Just
offered
slid him
like
one.
a drink or two, and he was like, "No, I'm good."
He didn't even play. He didn't even play games.
World of
He
Warcraft
played by
the
himself.
entire time. World of Warcraft
It
at
was World of Warcraft,
QuakeCon.
wasn't it?
It was
Right.
World of Warcraft.
I even offered to play games with him. He's like, "No, man, I'm just gonna play some WoW.
I'm just here.
Okay.
Just here.
My dream. My dream to be around 4,000 people and play a single player game."
Oh my
Not that WoW
gosh.
is single player. It's very multiplayer, but he just didn't really do.
It's
anything.
single multiplayer.
Anyway, rant. Roller coaster,
Rant.
falling off. Back on track. Go ahead.
Okay, so point of that, Rocket League. Go get it. Come play with us.
That's
'Kay.
right. We play a lot.
And
'Kay.
buy the DeLorean, but don't use the DeLorean.
Just have it
I
in
want to-
stock. Just
I want
have
the
it.
DeLorean.
Just say that you own it.
Just to say that you own it.
I hate DLC, but that is just one thing. If they had a Jurassic Park Jeep, I'd buy it. If it was $20, I'd buy it. It is just that to that level. So
My
$2
goodness.
for a freaking DeLorean. It's a good price.
That's really cheap for a DeLorean.
It's so cheap.
I mean, you
So
could
anyway,
you could literally say I own a DeLorean.
we always have to play the blue team. We can't ever play the orange team
Oh.
because the blue matches the DeLorean of the movie.
Oh my
So
gosh.
good.
Anyway, overexcited about that.
It's exciting. Good
It
news.
is. So, speaking of the consoles about 30 minutes ago,
Yeah. There we go.
Sony unlocked a core on the AMD processor in the PS4. So developers will have another core to be able to use. So I think Sony kind of played this really well because they didn't just throw the entire full potential at the developers. They kind of held it back, and you can you'll get the steady increase of game quality over the lifespan of the box. I mean, I personally don't like the model, but in terms of making money, they kind of knew what they were doing on this one. And I think it'll be nice that the PS4 is going to get a little bit of performance boost in newer games. I don't really think this has anything to do, like, your PS4 is not all of a sudden going to play 1080p 60 frames per second all the time now because of this. But it's just for the developers to mess with and to do. So
Yeah, according to this Wired article I have up here also, existing games probably will not benefit unless updates and patching compatibility and allow them to utilize the extra power. So current games won't see the benefit
womp
at all.
womp. I like this this heatsink thermal paste job on this processor.
I
It looks
see
like
that.
my
It's
5-year-old went and smeared ketchup all over it.
it's bad.
Great ketchup.
That's some nice mayonnaise.
That was more than a pea size.
So yeah, I mean, if you got a PS4 and you plan on keeping it for the next 4 years, you might see a little bit of a performance boost.
Yeah, they've kind of gone to what, a 5 to 6 year life cycle on consoles.
Yeah. This came out, what, 2011? 2012? I don't know when
My
the
numbers
PS4
are
came.
off. Don't know.
I've
I'm not
had
a console player.
I've had a
I'm
computer
just-
since then.
The original, the PlayStation 3 came out 2006,
Yeah.
and then the PlayStation 4. When did it come out? 2000.
I wanted to say 12.
13?
I thought it was 12.
Yeah.
Let's just bring up
Everybody
our
Google.
search.
Everybody Google.
2013.
Oh,
End of
2013?
2013.
Yep.
Ah.
2013.
It hasn't really been around for that long, really.
So unlocking one core kind of increased the life of it.
Just a smidge.
Just a smidge. Even though they've got 7 cores now.
Well, because
games
you know
don't feel like
Xbox
they're
One did
cores.
this a while back already. So I think they're
Yeah.
trying to follow suit. Even though the PS4 was already outpacing the Xbox in terms of performance already.
Just slightly though. Just
So
slightly.
this is kind of like the nail in the coffin move for Sony. But, I mean, I don't hate consoles unless it's an Xbox. Even though it's so funny and ironic that that's pretty much the only console I played with was an Xbox 360 up to an Xbox One, and then I quit after that.
Yep.
I don't know, just Sony seems to have their stuff together. Like, one thing that made me happy about them is like, oh, you don't like 500 gigs of storage? Upgrade it.
Upgrade it. Here's a
You
terabyte.
don't
Here's
want a
terabyte.
hard drive, you want a solid state? Upgrade it. Like, I love that Sony has been doing that since the PS3. That if you,
Microsoft did come out with an elite gaming console that came with a 1 terabyte SSD.
but can you change it? No.
No.
And that is a 1 terabyte SSHD, which is like
Is
20
it?
gig
Oh,
SSD with
misread
a
my
1 terabyte
information.
hard drive. But it caches
Yep.
things, so it does speed it up. Like, it's beneficial. SSHDs are really cool. But, I mean, I don't like that Microsoft tries to monetize on, like, every piece of upgrade that you could possibly have. Whereas Sony's just like, go do it. Whatever. Because they spend
go.
more of their money on other things. So, if I had to choose a console, I'd get a PS4 all day long, no questions. But build a computer. Let's build a computer.
I enjoy
Unlock your
building
own cores. Unlock all of
Exactly.
your cores.
Use all 8 of them if you want to.
Yeah. Or 4 of them, if you're Intel.
Or 2.
Or
Don't
3.5
even
gigs of
include
RAM
it.
on your graphics card. Out of the 4.
See, now. Don't do that. Just go.
I was making fun of my own card, Mr.
I know you were,
AMD
and-
bunch over there. Over
Telling
there.
people don't do that. That was a flaw. That was my deciding factor when I was looking at a 970. When I found out that the extra 500 megs runs at like 300 hertz. Why would you do that? So I went and bought me an AMD R9 290X with 8 gigs of memory, and I can play GTA all I want on max resolution with max settings.
My game looks good. That's all I care about. I don't care
There
what
you go.
hardware's in there. As long as the game
As
looks
long as
good.
it works.
Yeah. My computer
My
turns on.
7970 with slight graphics issues still work.
Oh. Anybody out there
I
want to
love
donate
carrying my
some better
box
computer
fan
parts
across
to
the room
Kelby?
and opening my case, sliding it under my desk, and putting it on level 3, and then playing GTA.
That's the only way.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
that's
Makes me so
sad.
sad. Kelby
It
is
does. Like,
up for a
I
new
want to start a
PC.
GoFundMe account for Kelby.
We should.
Wait,
we
can
started
we get some
GoFundMe
Sarah
account.
Locklear music? Like, we're about
Yeah.
to tell about dying puppies, but instead would be Kelby. Every day, Kelby has to overclock his computer and use it as a heater.
I think
Oh,
it
so
was.
the
it
recent
was-
server installation I did. The server was put in a small room. The room temperature was 101.
Oh gosh.
Oh, you smell that? It's not bacon cooking. That's server parts frying.
It was hardware.
That's a hardware
Wow,
failure right
that's
there.
Awful. Did they not have any internal AC to pull it out, or?
Not in that room. Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
That's
I
crazy.
need to
They
do
opened
that.
both doors to let air through, and it dropped it down to 78 degrees.
God.
Helped a lot, but it was, wow, I'm surprised the server lasted through the night.
That's crazy. So crazy.
Yep.
I mean, I'm worried about my server closet, which is like 10 degrees hotter, and I complain
Yeah.
about that.
Did you find that image funny that I made of Andrew?
So you made that? Okay. I may have to pull this up for everybody to
Okay,
look.
no, don't pull it up, but I'll show it to everyone afterwards. But,
Come to
oh
our
my
land.
gosh,
You will
I
get
laughed so
$3
hard
off your
at that.
entry if you can tell us about this picture.
Yeah, there you go.
just mention Andrew, and you'll get $3 off. There you go.
Yeah.
So nobody's gonna do that. If somebody comes up to me and says, "Hey, I remember you talking about mentioning Andrew, and I get $3 off my entry price," I might just pay for his way in.
That would be cool if that happened.
I will vouch for that. If you do that, then
We need one viewer to utilize the functionalities of
See,
these
watching
streams.
this stream has benefits.
Do
looking
it!
into the camera does too.
Ah! Oh my god.
God. Okay, what else do we have to talk
Speaking
about?
of ridiculous things.
Really ridiculous.
So, this is actually interesting, more or less ridiculous. But it says on here on this title card, if I read it, about this thing, Cox willingly failed to disconnect pirating subscribers. Now, Kelby, I'm going to let you take this one. You just lay it into us.
Okay, so the idea behind this is Cox Communications has been rebutting the FCC and MPAA about music downloads, torrent downloads, all that garbage. And they've been saying whenever you send a DMCA violation to us stating that one of our IP addresses on our network has been compromised as far as they did an illegal download, we're not going to prosecute the end user with a fee because the six hit rule that's still in place. If you get 6 DMCA violations from the internet subscriber, they can be $10 to $30 a piece for those, and then you have at risk of your internet service being shut off. Well, this is monumental because an ISP is rejecting that ideal, and they don't want to prosecute the end user. They want to leave it alone, and it pretty much says that the IP is not a good enough. If you read it in depth and then find some more research, it says that the IP is not a good enough reason to prosecute somebody because
Who
anybody,
ruled that?
huh?
Who ruled that?
What?
Cox ruled that an IP address can't identify a person? Or
Yeah,
Sorry.
they have stated that multiple times that an IP address is not enough information to, because most of these are dynamic IPs, so they circulate quite a bit.
Yeah.
When people get on it, I mean, yeah,
And that makes
they can go
sense.
back. So, but that's pretty much what the article's about, and I think it's a step in the right direction for a lot of these ISPs. I doubt that any of them will jump on board, just because
Probably not.
that's just the way it is. But this is a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yay. So, this is ridiculous in the good fashion. So, that's good. Yeah. We got one more topic to kind of talk about. And I apologize if we don't have full analysis hands on it. But this is one that was given to us 10 minutes before our stream. So, that's good. This one it's a company called Let's Encrypt. It's an open source encrypting thingy. Kelby, help! I'm drowning!
Wait, I'm trying to find the link to it.
Discord.
Discord.
Okay, hang on. Give me a second to look this over, because I'll be honest, I haven't.
Oh. Oh, this was
Also,
talking about SSL certificates.
yes,
Oh,
and
I
how
remember.
they've become free, and how they what was there anything about auto updating, or it will request its own update?
Yeah. It's pretty sweet. So this is more of a web manager systems admin news.
Server side.
Which sadly he's not here.
Now, I will say, just I don't know much about this, but I'll talk about SSL certificates in general. So, building websites, hosting content on a secure FTP server requires an SSL certificate, a secure socket layer on top of the original layer of just normal FTP, normal website HTTP. So then HTTPS, of course, is secure. Um, you can get different kinds of SSL certificates. Like, go at the top, you've got your green bar that covers that. Most people just get standard SSL certificates that pretty much just puts a lock and gives you the S on your public domain. But as far as registering those, there's something called a CSR certificate that you have to register with either the domain uh, registrar or the hosting provider. If they offer an SSL certificate for you that you can just buy from them, that's probably the easiest way that you're going to be able to do that. I don't know what this is talking. Is this talking about making them free, or is it talking
Yeah.
about just?
It's talking about making them free, and how the technology of the certificate could request an update itself.
Okay. Because I know that
Basically,
most SSL certificates, you have to, depending on the certificate and how in depth you want to be, you
most
have to
have.
submit information yearly.
Well, they
On
have an
on
expiration date.
Yeah, so they expire. You have to renew them, and most of the time, what I've seen is that a lot of people accidentally let them go out because there is no auto renewal process that's really standardized. Um,
Right.
like the registrars, they'll send you like we've on mine. I let mine go out just because, like, specifically GoDaddy, I'll throw them under the bus because they offer a $55 SSL certificate for the first year on their premium SSL certificates. Then it goes up to $200 something a year.
Woo!
So we just cut it and then
Yep.
backed off to a standard SSL certificate, which is, I think we got it for $45 a year.
That's crazy.
So, but I'll have to look more into this. This sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
And if,
Could be useful.
I mean, probably we should maybe have one whole session about this because this is huge in security and domain verification and web verification and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, and if y'all out there are excited about that kind of stuff or want to learn more about it, just let us know, like on our Facebook page or in the Twitch comments. We read everything. Also Twitter, just at Critgamer, and also our YouTube. Just leave comments wherever you can. We wanna talk with you. We want to give you the content that y'all want to look at. We're just trying to bring you the news for every aspect of technology. But yeah, I think I know we're a little bit short and a little bit shy on time, meaning that we're kind of early. But I mean,
I think this was a good discussion.
yeah,
yeah,
we talked about a
Good
lot.
chat. Good time.
Yeah. So, moral of the story for this time: SSD prices are going down. Go get you one. 10 terabyte hard drives, they're a thing now. Raspberry Pi Zero, you need to have that. Nvidia card owners, so these other two guys, just whatever. The Shield TV's cool. Shield tablet's cool. Get Rocket League if you like the
Rocket
DLC.
League.
Get that. Come play with us. More importantly, Sony's doing some cool stuff. Internet service providers are sticking it to the man, which is neat. And soon, hopefully, you won't have to pay $200 freaking a year for SSL. My gosh, that's ridiculous.
That is correct.
But yeah.
I like that.
So, once again, just letting you know, if there's something that we want to talk about, or if y'all want us to talk about, or anything like that, just let us know. Get on our Facebook.
We'd love some topics to talk about.
In Discord, get on our Discord. I mean, we're around pretty much every day.
It's on Critgamer.com.
Yeah, go look it up. Actually, I'll put it up here. Everyone can see it. Guess what? It's snowing because it's winter time.
That's right.
It's the best.
I chose a
Ding dong,
snowy
ding
style
dong.
booster on Rocket League
Oh, nice.
just for the theme.
So we're progressively updating our website thanks to that guy over there, Kelby. So we've got it looks different a little bit. The layout is new. We're trying to keep up with our gaming calendar. So if y'all want to get together and play a game online, we can actually schedule it, and everybody can get on Discord and we can play. We have our Twitch live stream tab, which you can just click on it, the YouTube link and the Twitch link, and that'll take you right to the pages. The blog updates, you can go there and just kind of get some generic news about what's been going on lately. We're still working on the gallery so that y'all can go and look at past lands and pictures and stuff like that. So that's coming up, so don't fret. And then we actually have an About Us page, so you can go read about who we are and what we do. It's so exciting! Woo! And snowflakes.
And all of our social links.
Yep, and you can click them and they will go there. So you don't have to lift a finger. You just go to our website and it will take you anywhere you need to go.
You just roll your face along the keyboard, and then the website does things for you.
Take me to Facebook! Ah! But don't.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, well, gentlemen, I think it's about time.
Good.
To
This
Thanks,
was
everyone,
definitely
for
fun.
Of course. So we're going to roll the outro. Hopefully by next week we will have some new goodies and surprises for you for our stream. But as always, thank y'all for watching the stream. We really enjoy y'all being here. And also for the people who are watching us on YouTube, good job. Good job for you.
Job.
If you're on YouTube right now, give yourself a little pat on the back. We appreciate you watching past views from our Twitch stream. So anyways, bye-bye!
Bye.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, we're still going. But we're not supposed to be talking. But you can talk if you want. Bye again! Bye!